Welcome to our St. Andrew weekday reflection that we'll be doing throughout Lent. We're spending some time with the book Hard and Holy Work that's written by Tyler Mayfield and Mary Alice Birdwhistle. Hard and Holy Work will give us an opportunity to explore how to bring together the work of greater spiritual awareness and social concern. Tyler and Mary Alice refer to that as awakening and action, which is hard and holy work.
There are many ways over the next 6 weeks of the Lenten season to engage with this hard and holy work. Sunday worship will focus on the hard and holy stories from the book of Exodus. And then on Monday evening, you're welcome to participate in a Zoom book study.
We also have a weekly devotional that's been written by our own student pastors, Cristal and Lindsay Jane, and those are going to be available in print or by email. And then every Wednesday, we'll be sharing a short video reflection from the authors themselves.
Lent is so much more than just giving something up. It's a time to grow spiritually. We hope that you take these simple opportunities to do just that.
Hi, and welcome back for week 3 of our Lenten study on hard and holy work. I want to tell you a story about a man who started playing the violin one day in the busyness of the New York subway during the morning rush hour. The Washington Post was actually conducting an experiment to see how many people would stop and listen to his music and how many people would simply rush on by in the midst of their morning commute. But what no one knew was that this violinist in the subway station was actually Grammy Award winner Joshua Bell, one of the finest musicians in the world. Now, normally his concerts are completely sold out, standing room only. People hold back their coughs just so they won't interrupt this extraordinary sound. But on this morning, more than 1,000 people rushed past Joshua Bell playing his music, and only a handful of them even stopped to pay him any sort of attention at all. I think it's a great modern day example of the ways in which you and I might rush past burning bushes every day in our own lives. Rarely do we take the time to turn aside, to take a closer look. That's what I love about this text in Exodus 3 that we are looking at today. Moses is doing his daily work. He's tending to his family's sheep, and he's on a route that would have been completely normal to him. He's in his own morning commute when he notices this bush in the distance that is on fire but not burning up. Now, Moses could have kept going that day, but something compelled him to turn aside, to stop and take a closer look. And so Moses is here doing this spiritual work that we are talking about all throughout the season of Lent. And when he pays attention, when he stops and turns aside, God shows up through that burning bush in a pretty unmistakable way. Now, a lot of Bible studies would end there, and that's a beautiful story, right? About turning aside and encountering the Holy One in the middle of the wilderness. But the reality is that the story's not over yet, because Moses doesn't just see this beautiful burning bush, take a selfie in front of it, tell all of his friends how great it is, and then keep going about his work. And I think that's because you can't walk away from a burning bush unchanged. That holy moments in our lives and in the world around us ought to have holy consequences too. And it's here in this burning bush moment that Moses begins to hear and understand his call to deliver the Hebrew people from slavery in the land of Egypt. This burning bush moment compels him to work for justice, which is why we think these two things go hand in hand. Tyler and I were writing this book in the midst of the protest here in our city for justice for Breonna Taylor. And we started seeing the Black Lives Matter signs that were posted all throughout our city as their own kind of burning bushes, calling out to us, compelling us in this hard and holy work of seeking justice. And so we wonder for you today and for your groups, what burning bushes might be calling out to you in your context? What are some out of the ordinary things that might be popping off the page, inviting you to take some next step toward action and liberation in God's world?